Opportunity to talk to Warriors Director of Scouting Doug Gasper. And Doug, talk about Prospect Camp and the importance of this weekend for the organization to showcase itself in the city, to showcase itself to a whole new batch of players and parents.
Great. I think this weekend's great, James. We get to meet those players and their families a little more on a one-to-one basis, spend some time with each player and their parents individually, getting to know them and them getting to know us, and show off all the great things we have here in Moose Jaw and what we can offer to each individual player as an organization.
This camp is viewed as almost like an orientation camp for a lot of guys. Just expand on that.
Yeah. I think the big thing is for players to come in here under no pressure. You know, we just have some players that were just drafted, and in this case this year, approximately 2 weeks ago, we have some listed players that have only been in the city once or twice, depending on how many camps they've been to. So I think it's really important that they come into this camp with no pressure, and just, again, getting to know us, what we're all about, and us getting to know them as individuals.
You're the guy in the organization who's seen everybody here at this Prospect Camp. This has got to be important for Mark O'Leary and Tim Hunter and Alan Miller, for them to see everybody that you've seen and how they kind of stack up in the organizational depth chart.
Right on, James. I think it's important as we see them as a scouting staff, we'll see them throughout the year and as they grow, and maybe they don't become a Moose Jaw Warrior this year, or maybe it's next year, we'll watch them over the year, but it's really important as an organization and as a hockey operations group that everybody's on the same page when we're talking about these players, that they can see what we as scouts are referring to and how we describe an individual player and get their feedback as coaches and managers, general managers, what their opinions of the players are as well. And so we're all on the same track moving forward as well.
As the players come out of this weekend, what's a piece of advice that you would give them as they move into the summer and then gear towards main camp?
I think even being there, maybe it's their first spring camp or if they've been here before, I think the expectations of what it takes to play at the Western Hockey League would be the most important thing going away from this. To play at Bantam level is one thing, to play at Midget AAA, to play at Junior A is another level, but to play at the Western Hockey League, it takes a lot of dedication and it's a real time commitment to players and their families, and I think it's important that they realize just where they need to be at and what their goals are, set some goals for themselves personally.